happening, fig heads? It is your host of the Fig Show, the charismatic fignatic who's ecstatic to unbox this mail call, the world heavyweight champion of a wrestling figure collecting, baby. It's Caleb Crocker. And today, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed by the title of the video, we are here with an absolutely massive mail call. We have 3 basic figures and 10 elite figures for a total of 13 figures. I got them in a super cheap lot right off of eBay, but they're cheap for a reason, right? So there's probably going to be problems with them. This, that, and the third. So there is no gimmicks, no bits, right? No RKOs to the lovely Miss Larkins or punt kicks in this episode. No, the only one theme is going to be speed, so I can get through all of these figures as quickly as possible. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's unbox the mail call. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Up first, we are going to start with the basic. Does this smell weird? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Let's start with the basics, ladies and gentlemen. Alright guys, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to break them off into little groups, and I'm going to check all of them out up close, but I'll show you them as I pull them out. Up first, it is the first basic. It is the Big Show. I don't know if you can really see that, but that's why we're going to check them out up close, right? The Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Looking pretty good there. Now the last, and my personal favorite basic of the 3, the Stinger. So we're going to check out all 3 up close in just a moment. Okay guys, as I said, speed is going to be the name of the game. So I'm not going to take a bunch of time to point out a bunch of things about each individual figure, but I am going to try and quickly go through the highlights for me. Okay, first things first. This Big Show figure, really dig the singlet. Most Big Show figures come with plain black singlets. Mostly that's all he ever wore. But to have this one that has the gold design here on the side and also like this orange amber camo, really, really cool. Of course, he has, if I can get it to focus here, a lion tattoo. Is that a lion? It looks like a lion tattoo, as well as a tiger tattoo. Both look pretty cool. Absolutely not my favorite head scan by any means, and that's all I have to say about the Big Show. Up next, it is the Great White Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior. And I absolutely love this head scan. I love the little septum piercing. I love the little beard, what do you call these? What are these? I love these beard braids and these little metal things, whatever they're called. And I absolutely love the mohawk. Looks phenomenal. His gear is kind of basic, but I dig it. It's got the dragon eating itself, or whatever that is. Celtic Sheamus O there on the front. And he's repping all Celtic crosses on the back here, on his armbands, and on his boots. Last and by no means least, it is the man known as Sting. I absolutely love him. He's rocking the black singlet. It's got the white scorpions on it, looking cool. Of course, he's wearing his crow face paint. And yeah, man, there's not too much to say other than I was really excited to have this. I'm not a big fan of basics, but I like basics of Legends figures. So I absolutely love this Sting. And you know what? I think it's a phenomenal head scan. I really do. Alright guys, that is it for the 3 basic figures from this mail call. They're all a little beat up. They're all a little worn in play condition. Alright guys, now that we've taken a closer look at those basics, I've got me a hot cup of joe we're going to get into my favorite part of the video, the elites. Guys, up first, my personal favorite wrestler of all time, it is the Game, Triple H. Now he has some damage, so we're going to put him down and take a closer look at that damage in just a moment, but it irks me. It is Big Sexy NWO Kevin Nash, and he also has some damage, and it also irks me. So guess what? He's going in the pile with the Game. And last but not least in the damaged pile, it is a Barry Windham. So here they are, guys, the 3 damaged elites. Let's take a look. Okay, guys, so now we've got the first lot of elites, the damaged lot. The lot that might just make me contact the seller. I haven't done it yet, but I probably should. I got to go back and make sure I read the description once again, but the description did not mention any of the damage that was on these 3 particular figures. So up first, it's Barry Windham. Overall, very basic gear. However, I absolutely love his boots. Now, I do believe these are the same boots that they use for Dusty Rhodes Elite figures. I also think he has a very solid head scan. The problem is the seller did not mention that the ponytail was ripped off. Now, there was a picture attached that had the figures front and back, but the picture was so far back and it had so many figures in it and was kind of blurry that I actually could not tell that the ponytail was missing until I got my hands on the figure. Up next, it is Big Sexy Kevin Nash, sporting the red NWO New World Order shirt. I really dig it. Other than that, it's just black shirt and blue jeans. I really dig the 2 tattoos that you can see. I cannot honestly tell what either of them are, but I really enjoy the coloration on the top tattoo. Big Kev here, however, suffers from the same problem that Barry Windham suffered from. While it is a decent head scan, the seller did not mention this. What is this? What is this? The ponytail is broken slap off, ladies and gentlemen. So his hair is all pulled back into nothing. Now, granted, ladies and gentlemen, I may be able to paint this up and make it a custom gray, short-haired Kevin Nash from later in his career, but that's not what I wanted. It's not what I ordered, and the seller did not mention the missing ponytail, so I'm definitely going to have to message him about that. Okay, guys, last but not least, for the damaged lot, it is the Game Triple H, and I was so excited to get this figure until it came and I saw this terrible, absolute terrible chest damage. What did they do? Chew on it? Hello? Come on. The seller has to talk about these type of things in the description. Other than that, it has a cool logo on the tights, cool logo on the knee pads, as well as elbow pads. And I really dig the logo on the back of the tights as well, but this just ruined the figure for me. Okay, guys, that's been it for the damaged lot. I'll be sure to complain, but I don't know what I expect them to do about it. Okay, guys, I know that I said that I was starting off my favorite part of the video with that last group, but this is where the video really starts getting going good, because these are the 7 creme de la creme elites of the lot. Up first, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Hall of Fame pack, a Ric Flair, to go right along with that Barry Windham. Super awesome. So excited to have this. We have the Heartbreak Kid, D-Generation X, Shawn Michaels. Oh man, this one's sweet and one of my absolute favorite of the lots. And the last of this first elite group, this first non-damaged elite group, if you will. It's the GOAT, Y2J, Chris Jericho. Now, I just found his 1 of 1,000 AEW figure. And if you have not seen that video, it's up on the channel. You can check it out right here. I'll put a card for it right there. But ladies and gentlemen, this figure may not be quite as cool as that one, but it's still pretty darn cool. So here they are, the Heartbreak Kid, Y2J, and the Nature Boy. Let's check them out.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is where things start to heat up. And starting things out for this trio is going to be Y2J Chris Jericho. There's only two things that I really want to point out about this Jericho Elite. This very cool, in my opinion, Fozzy hand tattoo, and this beautifully designed gear. He's rocking two beautiful kick pads that say Jericho. And even though the back of the tights have some paint scratch, I think that it's really beautiful as well. Look at them. They say GOAT, baby. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. I absolutely love this head scan and beautiful long golden flowing hair. The Rick has pretty basic gear, but he has a really nice RF there, as well as the RF on the boots. Last but not least, lads and lasses, it is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and I freaking love it. Is he a little cross-eyed in this figure? No, I don't think so. Shawn's rocking this really awesome colorful tattoo, as well as the sick D-Generation X tights. I really love the Heartbreak Kid logo, as well as HBK written right there on the tights. Super sick. Alright guys, that's been it for this Elite lot. Now I'm super excited to get them upstairs and put on the best triple threat match that my Fig Fed has ever seen.
Alright guys, it's gonna keep on heating up because in my opinion each group is better than the next. Starting out this first group, we have Elite the Undertaker, and this is super freaking sick. I love it. Can't wait. So we have not one, but two Elite dead men. It is another Undertaker, and I'm really excited. A much younger Undertaker than the first one I just pulled out. And last, but certainly not least in this group, one that I'm super stoked about in this lot, because when I ordered this lot, it didn't have a description of all the people that were in the group. It just had some general information about some of these are damaged, some of these are not, yada yada yada, but it didn't say like, oh, here's Undertaker, here's Triple H, here's Shawn Michaels. So there was one figure in the group that I could not tell who it was. I was like, who the heck is that? Is that like, it looked like a Miz custom to me. And then I showed it to the lovely Miss Larkin, and she said, you know what, I'm pretty sure that's a JBL. And I was like, you know what, that totally is a JBL. I'm so excited to get that JBL Elite. And then it came, I busted it open, and what did I find? To my surprise, something way better than a custom Miz. Something way better than a JBL. Something that I could not have even imagined in my wildest dreams. I am so absolutely stoked to have this figure. It might be the gem of the lot. It is absolutely one of my two favorites. It is Vinnie frickin' Mac. And look at him. It's not just any old Vinnie Mac. It's ripped Vinnie Mac from like my childhood. This is like a good 2006 Vinnie Mac right here. So I'm so super excited about it. We've got two dead men. We've got one Vinnie Mac. Let's check it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end, the final trio. Up first, it is this short-haired Elite Taker. Now, at first, I thought this was supposed to be an old man Taker, but the more I think about it, I believe it's an American Badass Taker. This coat probably does not belong with it, but it comes with a really cool entrance coat. Once you finally manage to get that entrance coat off, which is no easy task, might I add, you can finally see all the really awesome tattoos that Taker has. And that's probably one of the best parts of the figure for me. Just checking out all the really cool tattoos. You can't really tell what a lot of them are, but when you do start to see some design and realize, like, oh snap, okay, this is a whole village, that's pretty cool. And they are covering his body. I wonder what that is on the back of his neck. Up next is this really cool old school Phantom Undertaker. Now, he does not have the Phantom mask, and heck, maybe the coat even goes with him. Once you remove his hat, you can see some really cool details in there with his green eyes and the purple eyeshadow that they've put under his eyes. I absolutely love this classic Taker gear with the purple gloves and even purple boot covers. It is so super sick. Man, check out that mane. Alright guys, the final figure from this lot, the boss man himself, Vinnie Mac. There's not a ton to say about this figure, as he's in black dress pants with black dress shoes on and black wrist tape, so the gear is pretty simple. But the two things that I have to point out is, one, this is definitely like mid-2000s super jack TNT Vinnie Mac, oh my god. And two is that I think it has a really good, really accurate head scan. I think it looks just like the man looked on the cover of Muscle and Fitness. Alright guys, that does it for the boss, not to be confused with Sasha Banks, and the dead man.
All right, guys and gals, we are nearing the end of the video. Now, if you were paying attention at the beginning of the video, you'll remember that I have 13 figures. And if you've been counting, I've been doing them in groups of 3. I did 3, I did 6, I did 9, I did 12. That means there was only one figure left in this box, ladies and gentlemen. The absolute cream of the crop. Creme de la creme. And my first ever loose Ultimate Warrior figure. I've got one in box. I've got the Ultimate Edition Ultimate Warrior. But here it is, this Ultimate Warrior. It is my favorite out of the whole group. I'm not an Ultimate Warrior fan by any means. But man, his figures and his gear, I'm not a fan of his work. I'm a fan of him aesthetically. So here he is. Let's check him out.
Alright guys, here he is, the final figure in the 13 figure mail call. This one is my absolute favorite figure and probably my least favorite wrestler. What a coincidence. So I'm going to try and go through everything as quickly as I can. Let's check him out. First of all, I absolutely love this entire head scan. I think his face paint looks brilliant, and I think the hair looks amazing. Up next is the Warrior's loaded guns. On both arms he has pink and yellow tassels coming down, as well as this Warrior wristband with the Warrior logo right on top. The right arm is sporting this tattoo of a person. What person? I'm not sure, but a person. Next we have this wild pink and purple and white tie-dye singlet with the black, white, and blue Warrior logo on the front. Looks beautiful. And on the back it reads, "The heart that beats only for the Warrior." Last but not least, the Warrior comes with these beautiful black, white, yellow, and pink knee pads. It's a lot going on, but it's a lot less than the rest of the gear, and I personally think he should have designed his entire gear off of the look of his knee pads. He also has white, orange, red, and yellow tassels coming off the knee pads, which is a bit much in my opinion. Last but not least, the Warrior is rocking yellow boots with pink toes and tassels of all colors going around the boots. And I think the tassels are pretty cool, but I wish that they were actual cloth tassels instead of this boot cover type thing that they've got going on here. Alright guys, that officially does it for the Ultimate Warrior.
Alright guys, that has been the massive mail call unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit me with a like, hit me with a subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you know when a brand new episode of The Fig Show is coming out. Get down there in the comments and let me know what your favorite figure was that I just got in this mail call. If you're wondering about this super awesome, exclusive Caleb Crocker t-shirt that I'm wearing, you can pick one up for just $20 by emailing me at figshow97@gmail.com, and I will get all the information right over to you. And remember, we're only going to get better from here.
Hold up, fig heads. I know I said that was the end of the video, but stick around till the absolute end if you want to see a full list of what these figures are and pictures of them in box. I went and did all my research afterwards just to find out, just in case you guys were curious. If you saw anything you liked, you could hunt it down specifically, so be sure to check that out.
Alright guys, now that we've taken a closer look at those basics, I've got me a little bit of this, what do they call it? Morning Joe? No, that's that show. What do they call it? Just Joe?
Get down. Get. Are you ready? Man, I am ready. Y'all ready to get down? Wait till my arm in it. Get. Get down.